Hi,
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. What would you like to know?
So, the situation that I'm going through in my life right now,
Okay.
um, it's very difficult. I've been going through it for pretty much about 7 years.
Is this around a relationship?
An ex-relationship.
Yeah, it's still a relationship. Ooh, somebody lied to you. Yeah, somebody lied to you big time.
Yeah.
Uh, because I feel like I could say to you, I don't care if you're rich, I don't care if you're famous, I don't care. But if you lie to me, done. Like
Yeah.
you're so into honesty and truth and people being who they are. As long as if somebody's an ass, you're okay with that. As long as they tell you like, hey, I'm just letting you know I'm an ass. You're like, all right, I can work around that. But
Right.
if they lied about who they are, you're a BS detector anyway. You're like a bloodhound. I feel like you're like that guy's full of shit. This guy's full of shit. I feel like you're really good at that. So if I'm
Yep.
going to be in your life or connected to you, I better be straightforward. And I feel
Right.
like whoever this is lied all the time, or
Yep.
they fabricated stuff around things. Um, there's a big shift coming around this. So I'm letting you know that it's going to get worse before it gets better, if that makes sense. Because I
Okay.
feel like even though this person's not connected to you, they're still tethered to you. You have a
Yes.
very strong tether with them, and I feel like they're not going to be able to like. It's got a whirlwind first. It's got to like. I just see a hurricane all around you right now, like going into the hurricane. The
Right.
good news is I do see the sun on the other side of it. So whatever this is you got to go through, you got to push through it fast. They're making me feel like quicker, faster. Uh, you're normally blunt anyway, so it should be okay with you.
Right.
The way they're showing it to me. Um, is your mom passed?
Yes.
Is there
Okay.
any story about something being buried on the property, like, or somebody was buried on their property, or a dog buried on
And we had, um, when I lived at home with my parents, our dog had passed. We
buried them on the property?
buried them in the backyard,
Okay,
and then
that's what I needed. They're showing me like it was buried in the property, and I was thinking like, is this like something of value? And they're like, no, like it lived. So it's either a dog or a person buried on the property. And she's also telling me to talk about what's the 13th,
my grandmother's birthday.
okay? And somebody flew an airplane. Somebody was a pilot.
Well, my daughter was in the Civil Air Patrol and flew a plane.
That's it. Okay. And so she's saying hello to her. Who's Nick? If she talked about Nick connected to you, or
Well, my stepdaughter's husband's name is Nico.
Nico. Okay, yeah, I was going to say that. All right. So, all
Okay.
right, that's all I need. It's just what I need. That's the momentum to keep me moving. That's all.
Okay.
For Nick or Nico. And it's not like you to well, she's showing me. I don't know if this is right. She's telling me that security is very important to you,
Yes.
um, and you're somebody that might stay in something for the security of it, as
Yes.
opposed to your own happiness.
Yes.
And she's making me feel like that's not working for you. So,
Not at all.
okay, so that's how she's showing it to me. So I feel like we need to like recognize that no matter how much I feel comfortable with the security part of this, it's not working for you. I feel like I need to make a big shift, and I do feel like the big shift's coming. That's why I feel like maybe tonight's that thing that gives you that kick in the butt to make you
Right.
realize that um, security will happen on its own. And what a lot of people don't realize is, as long as you're learning your lessons in this lifetime and you're moving in the right direction, those things take care of themselves. They kind of fall in place for you. But right now, because you're so focused on that part, that energy is still tethered to you and getting in. And it's a very toxic energy,
Yes.
like really toxic.
Really.
Now, and is there any story about that person actually getting into a physical fight with somebody?
Multiple times.
Okay. So I see this going on. So I feel like mom's going like, no good.
Yeah.
So,
No.
I feel like it's time to make the shift. Know that that's coming this year. She's making me feel like it's got to happen now. Like
Right.
quick, fast, cut the tethers.
Right.
Because the other way around, it's like slowly deteriorating who you are as a person. and it's like this spiral feeling. You know, like when you flush a toilet.
Right.
I feel like right now you're at the top of the water line. Like
Right.
but once you get halfway down, it's just going to go straight down. You can't get out.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
okay. So just know that's her way of coming through to say hello. And did she ever have who had the bird? If mom wanted me to talk about somebody having like a pet bird or a parrot.
My dad had a bird,
Okay.
and my mom had a picture of a bird that was my grandmother's that I still have.
Okay.
Very
She's
neurotic
talking
about
and I think your grandmother popped in before, right? She said something. I don't know if it was her birthday or something
her
that was
birthday.
but when they give me like that, it's mom's way of saying like I got my mom with me. Please know they're okay, and they've got your back. But you dig your feet in. There's something about it's like self.
I know, self-sabotaging myself.
Yeah, it's like self-sabotaging.
Yep.
Thank you. I can get the word out. But it's like they show me like you dig your feet in, like no, like I'm not going to do it, and they're like,
Right.
shut up and do it. That's
Right.
what it feels like. Okay. All right. I hope this helped a little.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. You have a great night. Okay.
You too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Cool.